जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जो मिश्रपाद परमहंस भजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जो मिश्रपाद परमहंस भजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सर ठाकुर श्री प्रभुपाद अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर के प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय कलिग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंद all glories to assembled all glories to assembled all glories to assembled all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Bhagavan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3rd, Chapter 7, Further Inquiries by Vidura, Text 26. Uparya adhascha cha ye loka Uparya adhascha ye loka Bhumer mitra ma jasa jasate Bhumer mitratma jasate Tesham samstam pramanam cha Bhurlokasya cha varnaya Uparya adhascha ye loka Bhumer mitratma jasate Tesham samstam pramanam cha Bhurlokasya cha varnaya Uparya adhascha ye loka Bhumer mitratma jasate Tesham samstam pramanam cha Bhurlokasya cha varnaya
Uparyadhasya ye loka mitratma jasate Tesham samsam pramanam cha Bhurlokasya cha varnaya
Mataji. Word by word meaning. Kindly repeat. Upari, on the head. Adha, underneath. Cha, also. Ye, which. Loka, planets. Bhume, of the earth. Mitra Atmaja, O son of Mitra. Maitreya Muni. Asate, do exist. Tesham, there. Samstam, situation. Pramanam cha, also their measurement. Bhulokasya, of the earthly planets. Cha, also. Varnaya, please describe. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. O son of Mitra, kindly describe how the planets are situated above the earth as well as underneath it. And also please mention their measurement as well as that of the earthly planets. Purport. Yasmin vidnyate sarvam evam vidnyatam bhavati. This Vedic hymn declares emphatically that the devotee of the Lord knows everything material and spiritual in relationship with the Lord. Devotees are not simply emotional, as is ill-conceived by certain less intelligent men. Their direction is practical. They know everything that is and all the details of the Lord's domination over the different creations. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-jana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurahani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavati Paschatya Deshatarine. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurabhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, welcome everyone for today's morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. Is everyone comfortable? So in this verse, we can see that Vidura's Vishal, Prahlad. So Vidura's inquiries are continuing. And how can understand how Vidura has been inquisitive to understand the nature of this material world, creation, subcreation, various planets, who are the demigods in this material universe, and various incarnations of Supreme Personality of God. And we can see that how Vidura, he left that palace and he was trying to understand the goal of life, or what is the higher truth. And it may appear that he kind of got frustrated in his official work and he was maybe dejected or rejected by his masters, so-called masters. And it appeared to be he is a kind of failure in his life, right? That people take to renounce order or detach life. They become more serious about spiritual life. So sometimes people think that he has lost interest in how we are trying to enjoy this material world. And they try to ask also, kuch ho gaya kya? Something happened that you are not happy. And you are becoming more serious about God and more devotional or emotional. So this is not the right age, right? Sometimes people feel that why at such young age, or even after having a successful career, people think that still I have some more time. Maybe life begins at 40 or 50, or some have plans at 60, 70 also. Can't deny. It's the nature of the material world. There is a lot of expectations and hopes to achieve something. So it may appear that Vidura was kind of failure and he has gone away from the palace royal life. Gaurang Prabhu called it like palace politics. He did not want to get involved into that palace politics. If we analyze Vidura's life or his consciousness, then we'll realize that Vidura was not a failure actually, in one sense. He had achieved sufficiently. He was a great minister. He had given great advice to Dhritarashtra at various times. And his niti, his morality, Vidur Niti, is quite famous. In Mahabharata, various dialogues are there. The discussion between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, that is famous Bhagavatam. Then Vidur Niti, which was discussed in the dead of the night. Bhishma's prayers. And some say that when Yudhishthir Maharaj also was encountered by Yakshas and all. So his dialogue with Yakshas and all. So these discussions are quite prominent in Mahabharata, and the essence of Mahabharata, the philosophical discussion, is to understand this essence or the higher truths of even the material world. So Vidura was quite competent. He was very expert in giving advice, the right advice at the right time, and his advice was very precise. He was very qualified. At that time, he understood that there are certain things beyond his control. He tried his best, and he understood that the energy of the Supreme Lord, the material energy, which is very, very powerful. The same energy can be used in Krishna's service. When somebody is in the right consciousness, one will think that, yes, let me serve the Lord. One will utilize all the resources, all the expertise, all the skills in the service of the Lord. But when he's self-centered, when that same energy is focused on oneself, on the bodily platform, then that energy can be very, very harmful. It can create tremendous unrest in the society, terrorism, violence. All these things manifest because of the misutilization or the wrong application of that same energy. So we must understand that how individual self has that capacity or has that power to channelize that energy in a proper way or in the wrong way. That freedom is given. Vidura understood that he had given his best, even as a minister. He was trying to bring Dhritarashtra on the right path, on the path of righteousness. But somehow it was not working. The heart of Dhritarashtra was not changing. He tried his best without too much of emotional pressure or various types of tricks. He didn't do that. He was giving a proper, clear advice. But still, that was not understood by Dhritarashtra. And he was, in fact, was misunderstood by his own nephew, who had become really kind of proud because of his physical health, his expertise, his administration. And he insulted his own uncle who was giving the right advice. He thought that he is our enemy. One who was the best friend, was the best well-wisher, who had sacrificed everything. He was perceived as the worst enemy. And at that spur of the moment, he was insulted so badly. Vidura understood that my time is over in this palace. And he understood that there is something higher. Maybe I have not reached to that level of reality where there are higher truths of life, which I should devote more quality time to understand that. It is not that when somebody is frustrated in the life, then only one should take to Krishna consciousness. It is not like that. One can devote a quality time in Krishna consciousness, and one will understand that how the process is so powerful. One doesn't have to be failure in the life or rejected by the society or frustrated in his own attempts. If one can study, one can inquire submissively from those souls who are on this path, or those who have achieved a great kind of success, or they have reached great heights on this path, they can guide and they can help us to move forward. Because many times people are not aware how the life is going on, or how I should plan my life. Time is going. Everyone has been given certain time, right? Some years we have taken birth, we are growing, we are getting old, and at some time it's going to end. That's the truth of life. And somebody can plan that properly, how I should perfect my life at the end, so that I don't have to come back. Because this human form of life is very, very rare. It is not easy to achieve this. All the Shastras, all the sages, all the thinkers, munis, they have given their conclusion. Even Lord Krishna himself explains to Uddhava that this human form of life is very, very rare. Nrudeha adyam sulabham sudurlabham kuru karnadharam mayanu kalena na bhavet taret sa atmaha. That human form of life is like a boat to cross over this material ocean. This material ocean is like a big, vast ocean, Bhavasagar. And we don't know how to swim. We are drowning in that ocean. This human form of life is a strong boat, actually. We should take help of that boat and cross over this material ocean. And if one does not do that, Lord Krishna says that such a person is Atmaha. Atmaha means one who is killing his own self. Atmahatya, suicide. People are doing suicide in today's time, right? Statistics show something like 10 million per year or something. They attempt to make suicide. So that means there is something disconnect. They are not kind of understood the goal of life. They are so much frustrated, they don't know how to handle their own life, God-given gift. So the more people are disconnected, they are getting into all these kind of anxieties, frustration, depression. Vidura did not go through that kind of phase. It may appear that he went through that kind of phase too. He got depressed and because of all these things, and then he took to this process. And even the process of Krishna consciousness may appear to be depressing in the beginning stage. That people may perceive that this person is depressed, therefore he is taking. Or for us also, sometimes somebody may feel that, oh, it is too depressing. I don't know when I will achieve Krishna consciousness, go back to God. We are too early. I try to achieve far off things. So it may be somewhat depressing. But when somebody practices sincerely, one will realize that this process is the solution for all the depressions. There is no other path. There is no other formula for overcoming depression. Anxieties, depression, health crisis, or various types of challenges within. So this is the treasure house or this is a golden treasure Lord has given to everyone, which is available to everyone, open for everyone. As much as we can take, we will get benefited. That is the power of this verse. And Vidura understood that I need to achieve that treasure. I have time. I given sufficient time as my official duties to my elder brothers and nephews and everyone. I gave sufficient time. Now I have to give time for myself, right? People give time to everyone, socializing, calling, this, that. Throughout day, our time is busy. Scrolling. Right? We should scroll the beads, not the reels. So, our time goes like that, quickly. So therefore, we have to give quality time to our own self, right? Then we realize that how time is so valuable. What I'm doing with my own life. I have very less time now. What should I do? Parikshit Maharaj, when he understood that, yeah, just 7 days. How much time 7 days? Right? Not even 200 hours. Right? So I don't want to scare you further. But if we calculate our life, it is in just days, few thousand days. 40,000 days max. In a year, how many days? 365. Good. In 200? Got the answer. That's much time, max. This is the maximum time we have. Mathematics, simple mathematics, not too much. So we have to organize our time. We should know that our time is limited. How much time I can have for my personal self, for my family, for society, relatives. We have to organize our time. Then we'll understand the depth of this treasure house. We'll understand that how Lord is so merciful. Within this short time also, we can achieve so much. We can gather so much understanding, develop knowledge, develop devotion to the Lord. And when Lord becomes merciful, then He will say, okay, come back now. Till that time, we cannot force ourselves to go back home, back to God. We may try to go, but unless He allows us, we will not be able to reach to that place. Just like we may reach to airport. We may think that I want to go to some place, Delhi, Chennai, wherever, US, but the flight doesn't come. Flight is cancelled. Or we don't have ticket or whatever. We cannot reach there. How much time it takes to go to US, let us say? 16 hours. Really 16 hours? I was just trying to check in a different way. 16 hours just in a flight. But before that, what is the process? Right? How much time it takes to go to embassy, get the visa, and all that permissions and all the letters and all, everything. Days and months, right? Before we get a proper visa or ticket. And when you just go in a flight in 16 hours. But actually it's a lengthy process. So going back home, back to God Road can be very quick. Krishna can take us in a moment. But we should be ready. We should prepare ourselves. We should complete our syllabus, studies. Then they will give certificate. Right? Giving university gives a certificate, stamping, printing the name. Doesn't take much time. But to achieve that certificate, one has to go to the schools, universities, the studies, years and years, right? Then we get a proper certificate. So the process appear to be very lengthy. How many years I have to continue? How many years I have to still chant the same Mahamantra? When it will become over? Krishna is not testing our patience. Krishna is just making us more qualified, more ready. When we are ready, then He will take it. Before that, all the checks and balances are there. Just like in any country we have to enter, they will see that all our things are clear. We don't have any wrong records. Everything they will check. They see that, yes, this person is allowed to enter into our country. Then they will welcome. Okay, come. What do they find? They have some kind of records, bad records, terrorism and violence they have done. Then they will say, no, don't come. You stay wherever you are. So therefore, even within a planet, within one small planet, entering into another country, there are so many checks and balances, permissions, laws, everything, where to qualify. So what to speak of going to other planets, right? Here, Vidura is discussing about the various planets above and below. There are 14 planetary systems, it is explained. We can imagine 14-story building. It's easy to understand, for children also, easy to understand. 14-story building. Which floor you would like to stay? 14th floor? Wow! Immediately at the top. Why? View is good. We can see everything from the top, everything clear, everyone is under us. Right? So we want to be on the top of everything, so that everyone is under us. But to reach to that place, what it takes? Is it the prices the same at the ground floor and the top floor? Right? There is a difference in prices. Who can pay? Who can pay more? They will go on the top. Those who don't have capacity, they get third mazla, the ground floor. So, our planetary systems are also somewhat named after like that. I'm not just kind of Bhurloka is like the middle. Is like a middle. We are at the middle. 7th, 8th floor, maybe 7th floor, we can say. Bhur, then Swarg, then Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok, and Satyalok. Okay. So these are the upper planetary systems. We may have idea of going to Swarga, Swargavasi. Sarvavasi ho gaya. So we may have only that much understanding. But Shastras explain there is still higher actually. And it requires a lot of pious credits. It's not that we can have a visa of the Swarga and we will go by flight. We cannot go by flight on Swarga Loka. We have to have a different kind of ticket there. We should have a lot of pious credits. Then only they will allow us. Nobody can enter into Swarga by creating terrorism in the society. That you kill so many people and ab jayenge kidhar? Swargavasi ho jayenge. Jannat mein jayenge. So it's not possible actually. Nobody will be allowed. They will be thrown away. Go back. You are all unwanted people here. But we can understand that what is the misconception? So much misconception in the name of religion. Mm. And people are so much misdirected. Mm. So, where they are sent, actually? Mm. So, what are the lower planetary systems? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patal. Extremely down. Patal. Chao Patal mein. Tal. Third. Marathi, third means ground floor also. And bottom, and talne means to fry. The places where people are fried. Right? So all the lower planets, so below the Pata, there are hellish planets. Below Pata, where such miscreants are sent. And they are fried according to their sins. Various types of sins have been, various types of descriptions are there. So, this is the system. I mean, this is universal system. I have not designed that. It's God given. I mean, it's already designed. we just helplessly are moving. Brahma Bhavana Loka, Punaravarti Arjuna. That we are just somehow other, according to our pious credits or sinful activities, we are just thrown here, there, like a football. Sometimes here, sometimes there, sometimes up, sometimes down. We don't know. But human form of life is very, very powerful and important, very difficult to achieve. And especially on the earth planet. Even on the earth planet, taking birth in land of Bharatavarsha. Because the land of Bharatavarsha is very, very pious land. It's a very spiritual place where there are so many incarnations of gods have come. Where naturally people are God conscious, Krishna conscious, they have faith in God. They are very close to God. They have reached to airport. Now they had to just take the flight and reach the destination. That much close we are. And therefore all the incarnations, they request everyone. Bharata bhumite manushya janma hoilo ya, janma sarthak kari paropakar. That this human form of life one has achieved after many, many births, traveling through all species of life. No species is spared. All species one has gone through. Now one has got this human form of life. So we can understand how rare it is. And to get birth in the land of Bharatavarsha and to understand this process, to come in contact with devotees, and to come and to understand and try to listen and hear kathas, Krishna katha. This is extremely rare. These types of Krishna kathas, I doubt they happen on the upper planetary systems. Because there is so much opulence. Even if it is somebody, some pious souls are there, they're discussing, but there's so much opulence, there are so many distractions by material opulence that they can't focus. But at least on the earthly planet, there is a balanced system. There are attractions, there are distractions, both. We should not get attracted by the distractions. When we get attracted by the Supreme Lord, then all the attractions for the distractions will go away. That is a solution. And that will solve all the problems. So therefore, to come in the association of devotees, to meet a saintly person, to come and chant, start early in the life, and devote quality time to understand this philosophy. It is never a loss. One should not feel that I have wasted my time. It is not a loss. In fact, one has invested one's time. Those are bankers or financial people. They know how much important time is. Investing time or in making the right investment at the right place, how the money should grow and everything. So, this is investing our time, quality time, to understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. And it is not a waste. One will be very grateful to the Lord. That Lord has given me such process, such wonderful, easy process by which I can understand who am I. I don't know who am I. I have lost that connection with the Lord. And if I understand that, then I will achieve the highest perfection of my life. I don't have to take birth again in this material world. Going to the schools, colleges, studies, right? I will be playing with Krishna. I don't have to again struggle here. So that is the benefit of this Krishna consciousness. And the Lord has designed that, this kind of 14 planetary systems. Earthly planetary system is the middle, and where Krishna consciousness can be easily practiced. Of course, on the earth, although there are all the balance situation is there, but sometimes earth itself gets distressed. Can we imagine the amount of sins happening or the burden earth is carrying? That earth also cannot handle it. Planet Earth is not just a kind of mass of some materials and chemicals and all that, but it's a person, it's a personality. Bhumata, Bhudevi. She's a personality. She's handling everything. She's providing everything. Vasundhara, she's called. She provides all the opulences. And so that we can be happy, live happily, sustainable life. God has given everything properly. If we manage the resources of the earth planet, then everyone can be happy. But if there is a disconnect, or there is a greed, there is a violence, there is more kind of accumulation, then what happens? Then there is a disparity in the society. There is a disparity. One accumulates more, so there is a shortage at other place. And at various levels, that disparity can be seen. And the earth gets kind of burdened by that. Earth cannot handle it. And many times, it's not that before the birth of Lord Krishna, only earth was burdened. Before that also, earth was burdened. And it was put in Garbhodak ocean, right? Earth planet itself was drowned in Garbhodak ocean, which is below all the planetary systems. Earth was drowned because there were so many sinful demonic people. They were terrorizing the entire universe. So earth was drowned. So therefore, Lord had to appear himself. When there is such kind of universal disaster is happening, then Lord comes personally. He has to come personally. You understand that this cannot be managed now by anybody. I have to intervene now. And many times in the lifetime of Brahma, he has to intervene because constantly there is a disturbance. So when earth was drowned in this way, Lord came as Varaha avatar. in the form of a boar. Shukara Rupa. Now the boars are not very good looking, very ugly. Sometimes they have to do a dirty job. They go in the sewage and gutter and all that. We don't want to come near boar or pig or something. But Lord takes that kind of form to save the earth, because at that time the earth was kind of put in that sewage. Everything was dumped down. So earth had to be lifted. So Lord took that kind of form by which earth could be lifted. And He lifted the earth from that deluge and again reposition in that place and kill Hiranyaksha. 2 times he came. There are 2 descriptions, Shvetavara and Raktavara. 2 types of Varaha avatars are there. Different types of Manus during that period they came. So that time also earth was rescued by the Supreme Lord. And 5,000 years before. Is it a great time? Just if we calculate all the various times of the universe and everything, all the planetary system, 5,000 years is actually nothing. It's just quickly passing. So 5,000 years before, earth was overburdened by demonic forces. There were so many demonic people. They were just trampling all over the world, earth, creating disturbance. They were just, their horses and chariots were rattling and just going on. All the place, and the dust was rising and the sound was going and all the disturbance was going. And they were thinking that when it will be over. So much sound, so much noise since morning till evening. When it will be over. So, earth could not handle such kind of burden. She took the form of a cow. A very simple cow. And she approached Brahma. Brahma is the supreme in this universe, the firstborn living entity. Vidhata, sometimes people say. And who knows everyone, everyone's past, present, future. He has created all the species through him or through his ages and all, sons, Prajapatis. So he's the firstborn living entity. He's the supreme God, actually, in this planet, in this universe. And these demigods have a kind of communication between them. They can communicate with each other. They can travel from one planet to another. We cannot understand how they do it. But they can, from one planet to other planet, they can communicate. For us, we need our gadgets to communicate from one country to another country. Radha, Gopinath. But they can communicate from one planet to another planet, from wherever they are. That is their power. They can approach, change the form, they can go. So, earth planet went. Bhumi Devta, it took the form of a cow and went to Brahma. Because Brahma is kind of father and son both ways. And she knew that Brahma is very close to Krishna. I mean, in the very beginning of creation, Lord had given a lot of knowledge in his heart. He's very close, so I need to approach him. So, Bhudevi, Bhumata, she went and requested that this is the situation I am suffering. I'm depressed. Bhumata is suffering, she is depressed. I'm just exaggerating. But whenever such kind of, there are different solutions at different levels. So she went and she requested Brahmaji, and Brahmaji said, okay, we have to now go to the Supreme Lord because he can resolve this situation. There are so many demonic forces. So we have to at least put our request, communicate first before coming in action. So they went. Brahma, Shiva, many demigods, they went to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu was not like our Radha Gopinath, we can come very close and offer prayers, take darshan for hours and hours. He was little bit away from everything. He didn't want to kind of disturb his peace or whatever. He was on a milk ocean, in a Shir Sagar. There is a Shir Sagar. And in that Shwetadvip, inside that, he's on his bed of Anantashesh. He's easily living there. But he understands each and every one of us. We must know that he has not forgotten us. We might have forgotten him, but he has not forgotten us. And he is making always plans to bring us back to him. That is his constant meditation, that how my children can come back to me. And when he saw that Brahma, Shiva, Bhudevi, all they are on the ocean of milk, from there they are offering prayers, Purusha Shukta prayers. Om Sasra Shirsha, Purusha, Sasraksha, Sasrapad. Like that, Purusha Shukta prayers they offer to the Supreme Lord. They don't write coming emails or phone calls. Offering prayers is a method of communicating with God. When we offer prayers, the prayers are reaching to Him. That is a way to reach to God. So when somebody sincerely offers prayers, then those prayers are reaching to Him. We must have faith. Krishna is not a deaf person. Krishna is not a blind person. Krishna can speak, Krishna can hear, Krishna can see. He knows everything. He is fully cognizant. He is aware of everything. So he heard the prayers that they are suffering, they are in distress, there are demonic forces on the earth, they are creating disturbance to the normal people, Vrajavasis, Mathuravasis, they are suffering. The place of Vrindavan, which is supposed to be a playground of Krishna, where Krishna should be playing with his coward friends, the demonic people were ruling and creating havoc, creating terrorism there. So he understood, okay, my place is occupied by somebody. Okay, let them for some time. But I will come. I have to kind of resolve everything. And he sent a message of God. God has communicated back to Brahma. It is not that Brahma did not hear anything. He heard those messages. He heard. He got that message from God. He told that I am going to come. I'm Krishna, I am going to come. I am not going to send any incarnations. I am going to come. And all of you, demigods, you take birth in the families of Yadus and Vrishnis and Andakas. You go in front of me. You take birth, get ready, and make the preparations. There may be some disturbance during that time, but just tolerate for some time. I will do the needful. And I'm going to come along with my all the various potencies, the energies. I'm going to come with my Ananta Shesh, on which I'm lying down, who is holding all the universal planets. He's also going to come before me. And my external energy, she's also going to come. Maya Shakti is also going to come. We are going to come. And we are going to teach everyone a lesson, those who are going to creating a disturbance. And will give pleasure to the devotees. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavatam, right? What is the famous shloka? Mahabharata, before Mahabharata begins. Yada yada hi dharmasya granir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam vadharmasya tadatmanam sujamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadrush dharma sanstapana sambhavami yuge. Right? So this is mission of Krishna, Supreme Personality of God. And he comes. He has given his promise that I come every yuga, every millennium I come. To eradicate all the miscreants, to establish the principles of religion, to give pleasure to his devotees. So that is his promise. That is his mission. And it is not that he comes once in a day of Brahma. When there is such kind of disturbance, now he came, he went, and now he is not going to come. It is not like that. He comes when we have faith. He comes in the form of the sound vibration. He has sent the holy name, especially in Kali Yuga. That is the most urgent thing. People are asking, where is God? Why is not coming now? But we should ask, where is not God? God is everywhere. And He is present everywhere, all times. He has made Himself available. Just by chanting His holy name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. He has incarnated in His holy name. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna is present. It's not that Krishna is different from His name. Krishna is holy name. Krishna Nam is not different from Krishna. So He is present. Even when we need the most, He is available at any time of the day. His network is always available. It is not that network is busy or lines are busy. Others are calling Him. He is always available to each and every one of us, 24/7. That is how He has made everyone accessible, Himself accessible. So He promised that I am going to come. You go ahead and I am going to take birth, and then we'll see what happens. So that was the message of Krishna to all the demigods, Brahma and Shiva and Bhumi Devi, everyone. So Janmashtami is not just a once in a year. Janmashtami is whenever Krishna Katha is discussed. Whenever Krishna Katha is discussed, through the sound vibration, Krishna manifests. Vidura and Maitreya, they are discussing Krishna Katha. The center was Krishna. So they never got tired. Vidura was searching for Maitreya Muni. He went all out when Uddhava told that now I cannot speak further. Please go to meet Maitreya Muni. So Vidura again accepted, okay, now I had to give him his space and I had to move on to understand, take my journey forward. And Lord arranged that meeting between Vidura and Maitreya Muni. Maitreya Muni was at Haridwar. He was at Haridwar, and at some place he was doing his meditation and everything. And Vidura comes there in search of Maitreya Muni. He doesn't know, they didn't have phone call, they didn't have WhatsApp profile or anything kind of thing. He didn't know how Maitreya Muni looks like. But he understood that he is Maitreya Muni. And Maitreya Muni also understood that he is Vidura. How it happens is inconceivable. Sometimes we may think that they met by accident, or we met by accident. But is it possible? I mean, does everything happens by accident? Are accidents so much welcome? We should be welcoming accidents. Let accidents happen so that good things happen. But we don't welcome accidents. Accident things go bad actually. But it is the will of God that when two people meet, when the great souls meet especially and they discuss this type of Krishna Katha, that is not by accident. It is a special arrangement of God. Krishna has specially arranged that type of meeting. We should not think that it is just a casual meeting. No, it was specially arranged by God. We should think that it is a God-given gift. So therefore, the meeting between great souls are not ordinary. And we must understand that the knowledge we are getting, the parampara we are getting, the institute we are associated with, how it started actually. It started first with a meeting, right? Srila Prabhupada, he was like an ordinary householder. During the 103 years before 1922, he was, India, our Bharatvarsha was under the subjugation of British rule. People were fighting for Swaraj, independence. During that time, Srila Prabhupada was also not interested in spirituality, Krishna consciousness. He was saying that that will come later. First we want to get independence. Then all these things will happen. And one of his friends, he was pulling him. No, you come. You come to meet this saint. Okay. And he said, no, I have seen many such kind of sadhus, and my father used to invite so many when I was a child. And I have seen them, they come, they smoke, and they eat, and they do everything. And there are sadhus, such kind of sadhus he had seen. And his father used to very religiously worship them, tell them that please bless my son that he becomes a devotee of Srimati Radharani. He becomes a teacher of Sanatan Dharma, Srimad Bhagavatam. He becomes a great mridanga player. So that was his father's aspirations. He was blessing his child that he should become a devotee. And his friend was pulling him, please come to to meet some saintly person. He's a different saint. He's not an ordinary person. You just please come. And he was not willing, but he was still pulling. And then at that Ulta Danga Junction road in Calcutta, somehow that he reached to that place, ashram. And before, just he was offering his pranams. He had not completed also His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. He told him, you are an educated young person. You take the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and preach in the Western world. This was quite difficult to understand him. Because he said that I don't know who is this person, and he's giving me a lifelong instruction, tall order, going to Western countries and giving the message of Lord Chaitanya. Who am I actually? I mean, I am a grahastha and I have family, I have my business, and he has so many sannyasi disciples. But who am I actually? But still, he discussed with him. He thought that first we should get Swaraj, independence. Then we should do this kind of Krishna consciousness. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. At that time, he said no. We have to become Krishna conscious. That is the urgency. It cannot wait. Krishna consciousness cannot wait. Now this party is there, this country is ruling, then other country will come, this party. It all changes will happen. But Krishna consciousness is the urgency. People should become Krishna conscious as early as possible. That is the solution for all the problems in the society. And then at that time, Srila Prabhupada, Abhay Charan Day, he thought that he was in two minds, but then he understood, at somewhere deep impression he got that no, there is some purpose, there is some meaning in his talk. He's telling with some conviction. And that touched the heart of Srila Prabhupada. And we can see that that historical meeting changed the course not only of his life, but of all of us, of the entire planet. Where Krishna consciousness was not heard, where the name was not heard, where people were totally disconnected from their own self, Krishna is reaching there. So we must understand that how Srila Prabhupada started this movement and made it a global movement. And he has given that kind of responsibility to all of us. And whatever small endeavors we do, little services we do, it may appear that Krishna may not know that I am doing this service. It is not like that. Krishna knows each and every one of us. Whatever service, whichever service we are doing, he knows all those services. He is acknowledging everything. He knows each and every one of us by our own names. He knows all our family members, material family members, spiritual family members, everyone he knows. So he is eagerly waiting when we come to him to celebrate his festival, to wish him on his birthday. Today is supposed to be Brahmotsava or whatever, but it is same, Brahmotsava or Janmashtami, or it is same. So when we offer our prayers, when we make some offering, even it may appear to be very small, but for Krishna it is very big. And we should endeavor, whatever we can, chant our rounds extra, discuss, distribute books, bring more people to Krishna consciousness, give them message, whatever capacity, we can help in our own way. And in that way we'll be receiving the mercy of God, Krishna. We are never the losers. Whatever help we do, Krishna will benefit much more than what we are given to him. So I think time is getting old. So I would like to stop. If anybody has any one question or something, yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful class. In fact, I was thinking that this is a small verse with little meaning and little purport. So I was thinking that what will Prabhuji speak today? But the way you beautifully explained the entire Krishna conscious philosophy in such a wonderful way, I have no words. I'm so grateful to you from the core of my heart, and I would like to express my deepest gratitude to you for explaining this topic so beautifully.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, how do we not take our Krishna consciousness for granted? Because, we actually, Srila Prabhupada has done so much hard work and we have got everything on a platter. So, sometimes we tend to take that for granted. So, how do we, appreciate and take it more seriously? Thank you so much.
By practicing in our own lives sincerely, then we'll realize that what we have achieved or what we have received, it is received more than achieving, we have received it. So it has been given. I think in Srila Sachidanand Swami, he gives one example of, for the holy name, he gives example that he gave the example that once there was guru or somebody, and he told his disciple, he gave a diamond to the disciple and told, and he asked him, you go in the various places and ask for the price of this diamond. What a person can pay for the diamond. So he said, okay, let me go to meet various people and ask for what they can pay for this diamond. So he went and he saw a dhobi, washerman. He was washing his clothes and other clothes, and he was beating the clothes with water and everything, chak was going on. And he thought that, okay, let me just ask him that he may pay price for it. So he went and said, okay, this is a diamond, so what price you can pay for this? So he said, this is a good stone. I can wash clothes with this stone. So he thought that, okay, no. He said, no, I can't give you this. Then he went to other place. Then he thought that, okay, he saw some children playing all this goti. And he thought that, let me check with these children how much price they can pay. So he went and he said that this is a very nice piece, and how much price, what you can give? They said that, oh, it is a very nice thing. We will play that goti with him, with this. So he said, no, I cannot give him. So he went. And like this, he was meeting people, and then he understood that they don't know the value of this valuable diamond. Person who knows the value of diamond, he knows that how much time it has taken, what is valuable that diamond is. When that person sees one who has identified a real diamond, he can pay the price for that. He can understand that this is a very valuable diamond. Kohinoor diamond is gone there. But it's a diamond, it's a valuable diamond. One who knows the value, one will pay for that. And those who can identify the diamond, they are also special people. They have developed that vision to identify the diamond. They know that this is a diamond. You cannot just manufacture anywhere. It's not artificial diamond also. Today's time, a lot of artificial jewelries and things are coming. It's not artificial, it's a natural, pure diamond. It's very priceless. It has come through a disciplic succession and the form of Guru Sadhu Parampara. Those who have been very thoroughly honest, they have given this message in the Parampara. It's a beginning from Lord Krishna actually. It's not that just recently some manufactured Prabhupada started ISKCON and just his own institution. No, it was in Parampara actually. It has come in that Parampara, in the Lord Krishna, Brahma, Narada, Vyasa, Madhvacharya. Then in that line, Sripad Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shad Goswamis, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, then to us finally. So we can understand that how long it has taken, how many years, how many people, how many sincere people, saints, they have put their efforts to give that Krishna consciousness. They are writing books, they are very crystallized messages they are giving, just the essence they are giving. We cannot read the entire Vedas, it's too much for us. But just they are just giving, okay, only read these books, only this much, at least one page in a day. So if you understand that how much efforts have been put, that message has come, then we'll value it. We know that it has not come easily. And when we pay the price, we know that. Even I have come to Krishna consciousness after many, many births. Now it may appear that it is easily received. It may appear that we have got very easily. It has been given very easily. But how we can realize that diamond? When we polish it. When we keep polishing, keep practicing, then we will realize it is a valuable diamond. Otherwise we can keep in a dust. The more we practice, we will realize its value, how valuable it is in our own lives. Whenever we are in difficulty, we practice Krishna consciousness. Practice what we preach. It is message for others also, message for us also. So when we go into that depth, when we realize that the need is for me also, that I also need to practice. It is not that I give a book to somebody, Le lo Gita, and that Bhagavad Gita as it is, and it remains as it is. It should not remain as it is. We should practice. Otherwise it will remain as it is, and life will just go. But every day we practice, read, then we'll realize how valuable it is. So therefore, and those who practice, they will never get tired. They will feel that, why I got so late? That will be the first realization. Why I was so late? I should have got it early. That means you have understood little bit. The more we practice, we will think that it's a Keval Anandakanda, it's very, very blissful. So that's the power of process. And the more you practice, Gopinath is also watching. He also knows that one who is sincerely practicing or just a ritual, it is going on. He is happy when he sees that we are sincerely practicing. Then he will slowly unfold many things. And will understand that, yes, this is the real diamond I have received. And I should not lose it by my inattentiveness. Every day morning he comes in the form of holy name. When we chant, he is personally present. The more we become more attentive to the same process, we'll realize that it's a very, very powerful, very, very important process. Krishna has given me so much time, he has given sufficiently. And future I don't know, but at least today let me practice. Today let me practice. So in that way, we'll connect ourselves with God, Krishna. And we'll understand that, yes, there is something higher which I cannot understand now. But there is something higher. That much I can understand. When we don't understand, that we can understand. Then we begin to understand. And we always understand. I mean, the word itself, understand, means standing under. Means we always stand under. Even if we understand something, we'll always stand under. Because there is so much vast knowledge up that we are so small that we will always understand. So therefore, the more we read, we'll understand that we don't understand. And that is a method of understanding. So keep practicing, then we'll understand someday. Hare Krishna. Yeah? Okay, we'll stop now. So we'll wait for few weeks and Krishna is coming as Janmashtami. We'll be all celebrating Janmashtami. Hare Krishna. Anantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
ओम ब्रह्मदेवाय नमः। तुम निसंदेही महाबलशाली हो। मेरे भाई का हत्यारा आज भी जीवित है। यदि विष्णु से लड़ना है, ब्रह्मदेव की उपासना करो। ब्रह्मदेवाय नमः।
हिरण्यकश्यपु, मांगो, क्या वर मांगना चाहते हो?
सब कुछ। हे ब्रह्मदेव, मुझे वरदान दीजिए कि आपकी रचना से जन्मे इस सृष्टि के किसी भी जीव से मेरा वध ना हो। न मैं दिन में मरूं और न रात में। मेरी मृत्यु न घर के भीतर हो और न घर के बाहर। न अस्त्र से, न शस्त्र से, न सजीव से, न निर्जीव से।
अंधकार जब हद से बढ़ जाता है, वहाँ प्रकाश का पुनर्जन्म होता है।
प्रहलाद, माँ, मैं तब तक भगवान विष्णु का गुणगान करता रहूंगा जब तक सारे भक्त मुक्त न हो जाएं। एक नाम से सबकी मुक्ति है।
पुत्र, विष्णु का परित्याग कर।
मैं भगवान विष्णु को अपना शत्रु कदापि नहीं मानता।
भगवान को छोड़ दो।
मैं प्रहलाद को मृत्यु दंड देता हूँ।
हम असुर हैं, असुर। ये सब तुच्छ खेल हमारे गुरुकुल में शोभा नहीं देता है।
वे जैसा चाहे वैसा मेरे साथ कर सकते हैं। क्योंकि वे हर परिस्थिति में मेरे स्वामी हैं।
तो बुलाओ उसे, आज ये निर्णय हो जाए कि हम दोनों के बीच गीदड़ कौन है और सिंह कौन है।